Now I will explain process of unification of Britain. In Britain, the formation of a nation state was not the result of a sudden upheaval or revolution, but it was a long drawn out process, or we can say through parliamentary acts. Children, England had people of many ethnic groups like English, Welsh, Scot, Irish. This English region, it was Protestant dominating area. Means the population of Protestant was more in this region. Scotland, it was a Catholic dominated region, and Ireland was also Catholic dominated region. And that is why the Protestants of England, they were supporting the Protestants of Scotland financially. They were providing money. And at the same time, they also supported Protestants of Ireland. See, these ethnic groups, they had their own culture, tradition, language, and political traditions. The English Parliament, which was dominated by middle class who were very rich and powerful, they pressurized monarch to give up his power. And in 1688, monarch easily gave up his power and England became constitutional monarchy. Remember this date, 1688. The English nation grew in wealth, importance, and power. Why? Because of industrialization. Goods were manufactured in industries and they were exported to other parts of the world. So, English nation had become rich. As a result, they were able to extend its influence over the other nations of the islands. Naturally, when you want to increase your power, you have to increase your territories in order to become a powerful nation. So, English nation, they turned towards Scotland. The Act of Union 1707. Again, I will repeat 1707 between England and Scotland resulted in the formation of United Kingdom of Great Britain. The Act of Union between England and Scotland resulted in the formation of United Kingdom of Great Britain. Very important. It can be asked for 1 mark. See, the Catholics of this Scotland who tried to revolt were terribly suppressed. And at the same time, English nation, they dominated over Scotland. They wanted people of Scotland to behave like Englishmen. Scottish were forbidden to speak their language, Gaelic, and they were also not allowed to wear their national dress. Then what happened? Now England, it turned towards Ireland. As I told you earlier, Ireland was deeply divided between Catholics and Protestants. England was supporting Protestants of Northern Ireland. So the English helped the Protestants of the Northern Ireland to establish their dominance over a largely Catholic country. Naturally, Catholic revolts against British dominance were suppressed. Here you have to remember one very important personality's name. The name is Wolfe Tone. Okay, so the Wolfe Tone and his United Irishmen in 1798 they revolted but failed, and Northern Ireland was forcibly incorporated into the United Kingdom in 1801. Again remember, it was incorporated into United Kingdom in 1801, and a new British nation came into existence. Though a new nation had come into existence, but there lacked the sense of collective identity. And that is why the British flag, Union Jack, the national anthem, God Save Our Noble King, and the English language were promoted to identify the nationality of the nation.